start with the A power chord. And for the A, just keep in mind that we're going to play the A string and the D string for this whole A chord part of the riff, okay? So we're going to just build it up like some blocks. Here's the first one. So I played the open A power chord, and then my ring finger went to the 4th fret on the A string. Okay? Next thing we do is the open A power chord again. Just like that. Watch again. Okay? Then we're going to add our pinky on the 5th fret on the D string right after that. And then it's going to be the open again. One more time. Then we're going to add our ring finger on the 4th fret on the D string. Okay, I think you got that. Now I'm going to take my middle finger, I'm going to put it on the 3rd fret on the A string and give it a little bendy. There it is again. Real slow. Then it's going to be the open A power chord after that. Now I'm going to do kind of a regular blues. 2 different times my ring finger is going to go on the 4th fret on the D string. So here's what we have. Here's real slow. Here's pretty much regular speed. Let's check it out. Okay, good news is we're going to do the exact same riff over a string using the open D string and the G string. Back to the A one again. Okay, then the exact same thing, but now we're using the open E string and the A string. One time, and then back to the A. Alright, we're going to go like this. I find that it's easier to get your middle finger on the 3rd fret of the E string, if you have to do that first before we go to the A power chord. See that? Here's again. I'm hitting the G note on the 3rd fret of the E string by itself. Then an A power chord. Just like that. Okay? So it's going to go like this. 1, 2, 3, and then okay, a little bit faster. Okay, good news. Exact same thing over a string. So we're going to put our middle finger on the 3rd fret of the A string now, and we're going to play this D power chord, which is the open D string, and then the 2nd fret on the G string. We're going to go exact same thing. Back to the A. Oops. Then an E power chord up on the 7th fret on the A string. And this is a little bit tricky if you've never done it before, but we're going to hit this, And then our pinky is going to rock back and forth a whole step up on the D string as well, like this. This is like a boogie Chuck Berry thing is where it originated. And then just one hit on the D power chord a whole step lower. Here it is again. Lonely time. Goes right back into the main riff again. And just a one little point about the main riff. It'd be like this, the way it counts back in. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So that riff comes in on the and of 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, so now I want to talk about just some licks that we can use in this song. It's an A blues, so we're going to be rocking like our A minor pentatonic scale. Okay, if we have this little piece of the pentatonic right here, I've got my first finger on the 8th fret of the B string, and then I go up a whole step, and then I do the exact same thing on the E string. You know, this is a little rock box. Okay, but what Jimmy Page likes to do is he likes to use the major pentatonic a lot too. And you can do that same little box right there in the major form, which would be first finger on the 5th fret, ring finger on the 7th fret, and then the same thing on the high E. Like. And then back to the original spot. Then he also likes this little box up a whole step, which is a little major form too. So on the high E string, the ring finger on the 12th fret, it's a bend he does a lot. You can bend it really far. And then on the B string, ring finger on the 12th fret. That kind of thing, okay? So he's got some, just giving you the kind of basic outline for what he's doing, as opposed to, doing every lick of the solo note for note. It's that one, okay, that lick. Okay, so here it is. It's in the A minor pentatonic scale. I'm going to take my pinky and I am going to put it on the 8th fret of the B string with my first finger planted on the 5th fret. So I'm going to pull that off like this with one pick. Then on one more pick, ring finger on the 7th fret on the G string. That's it. Okay, and that's it.